The Vatican, known as the heart of the Catholic Church, has a long history filled with grandeur, power struggles, and, at times, brutal punishments. Over the centuries, executions were carried out within its walls or under its authority, serving as both political and religious warnings. One of the most infamous cases was that of Giordano Bruno, a philosopher and former Dominican friar. His radical ideas about the universe, including the belief in infinite worlds, clashed with church doctrine. In 1600, he was burned alive in Rome's Campo de' Fiori after years of imprisonment and torture. Another victim of the church's authority was Francesca Cenci. Her tragic story is one of abuse and desperation. After suffering years of torment from her father, she and her family plotted his murder. But instead of finding justice, she was sentenced to death and publicly beheaded in 1599. During the Papal reign of Sixtus V, executions became shockingly common. Criminals, heretics, and even political rivals met gruesome fates, with some hanged and quartered in public squares as a warning to others. The Vatican's justice system in those times was ruthless, leaving little room for mercy. Even clergy members were not always safe. Some high-ranking church officials were accused of heresy or corruption, leading to secret trials and executions that were either carried out in the shadows or as public spectacles. The punishment for defying Papa's authority could be swift and severe. One of the darkest forms of execution involved strangulation in the dungeons of the Castel Sant'Angelo, a fortress that once served as a Papa's prison. Victims were often chained for months before meeting their end in cold, dimly lit chambers beneath the city. Despite its image of peace today, the Vatican's past is filled with grim stories of executions that remind us of an era when power and faith could decide a person's fate with terrifying finality. Like and follow for more historical stories like this.